Rolling.
I have often felt that the great high privilege, relief, and comfort of friendship was one that had to explain nothing. That's a quote by Catherine Mansfield, and I thought that that was just fitting because many of you are runners, and many times when you're running alongside, some of you can talk. If you're like me, you can't talk, but you know you have a friend next to you and nothing has to be said at all. We're here tonight to celebrate Dawn Wojciechowski, and I think many of you would agree that she's impacted your life in numerous ways, but three of those that stand out to me are her work ethic, her strong faith, and her heart of gold. Dawn has worked for the YMCA for the past 14 years, and many of you know that she has worked a very strenuous job as a group fitness instructor. And as a group fitness instructor, while many people probably exercise on average maybe 3 to 5 times a week, she is teaching multiple classes daily, weight training classes, spin classes, senior citizen classes, and on top of that, she's working on the wellness floor. She's also doing the occasional personal training and the way that most of you know her from the running group. And in that running group, you guys have all built wonderful friendships with her, and I've heard a lot about them and I've seen a lot about them too. And on Saturdays, on the weekends, on her days off, what is she still doing? Running. She's running. She's often running or competing in a race somewhere. If you've worked at the YMCA or if you've ever been there in the mornings like myself, you've often seen Dawn walking in with the Dunkin' Donuts coffee in her hand and a smile on her face. She has a very positive outlook, and she's always let that outlook shine through no matter what her day is going like. She's always known and been very confident about being physically fit, but she's never been prideful or boastful about that. And she obviously loves her job, and we all know that she lets everyone know that. As many of you have often seen also, she's always said, you're going to fall, and literally, you're going to get scrapes. But what do? You just get back up and you keep going. Dawn's faith has played a very important role in her life, and it's also kept her grounded in tough times. Many of you have also witnessed in the last few years as she has been taught, or she has practiced loving and loving and loving. She's also taught me that you can't always control what others may do or say or the way that they act, but you can control the way that you react to them. And she has practiced this in the last several years, and she has also done this well, and she has done it in love. Many of you would also agree with me that Dawn has a heart of gold. She's very generous, and we would also say that she would give you the shirt off of her back. The YMCA members, and especially some of her senior citizens at the Y, love her dearly, and they've always talked about how generous and always asked where she is, why she's not there. She's an advanced runner, as many of you know, but she's started several beginning running groups. And in those beginning running groups, she has oftentimes let others know it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter how you start, just that you start. Just put one foot in front of the other and start. There were so many times that I would often call and say, how far are we running tomorrow? She'd say 6 or 7 miles, and of course I would, I don't think I can do that. But it didn't matter. She always said, I'll slow down, I'll run slower with you, even though it was often never slow enough. But she always tried, and that made a big difference to me. Her generosity has often overflowed in other areas outside of her work into her family and other friends as well. She's often accommodated our demanding teenage daughters who are good friends by driving a little further or going the extra mile as well. When I was in Mary Kay years ago, we had an award given annually called Miss Go Give. And this award was given to the person who went above and beyond to help others, and above and beyond to help others in their successes, to help others in their needs and their wants, and oftentimes put everybody else's needs and wants above their own. And there's no doubt in my mind that if we had that award tonight, that Dawn would be the most deserving of that award. She has impacted my life in the past 5 years that I've known her and many more that some of you have known her. But her strong work ethic, her strong faith, and her heart of gold has made a big impact mostly. And so Dawn, while we're here to celebrate you tonight and send you on your way to Arkansas, you will be missed, and you know that. But Dawn, Mark, and your children, happy trails.